Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Hobbycraft's 100 pack of brush pens. These pens are typically priced at £50, but they're on offer, so I got them for half price at £25. Comparing this to Tombow sell an 108 pack for £185, so there's a big difference in terms of what is the most popular brush pen price and the price of these pens. So I went through this pack to test all of the different colours available. Obviously there is a lot of variety, which is what you would hope for given the fact that there's 100 pens. Each pen features a brush tip side and a fine liner side. The brush tip is probably about the same as a Tombow dual brush pen, and the fine liner is thinner than other brush pens. It's definitely a fine liner and it's quite petite compared to other pens. These pens are apparently blendable. I've not actually tried this myself because blending isn't my strength and I don't want to give an unfair review. When I first started using these pens, I did not like them at all. I found them really tricky to get the difference between the thick and the thin strokes. And also when I was doing the upstrokes, it just wasn't a fluid motion. I would quite often have to go back in, kind of go over the upstroke to make sure it looked smooth. So for a beginner, I wouldn't recommend these. In the sets, one of the brush tip ends on a pen was broken, and on a separate pen, the fine liner was also not working, so I found that a bit disappointing. I don't know if I'd just been unlucky or whether this is the case of many of their packs. Although I found the brush tip quite difficult to use, the pen themselves felt quite nice in the hand and the fine liner side was very smooth. Although I found that some of the colours were similar, in fact I think there were 3 pinks that were exactly the same, there's still a large variety of colour. I particularly liked a part of the set that it was very autumnal, the colours, and there were some colours in the set that I wouldn't have thought I needed, but now I feel like I need them. After I'd created the colour palettes and used the pens for the first time, I decided to rank them a 6.5 out of 10. And my thinking behind that is that the pens were difficult to use, some of the pens were actually broken, and overall I just didn't feel that they were worth £50. The next day I decided to use them for making some cards. I thought I would give them another go. And I actually really started to like using them. I really liked the colours and I thought that maybe I'd been a bit harsh with my rating of 6.5. And then I noticed that one of the brush tip nibs was actually splitting in half, which I think just indicates that they're not of the best quality. To sum up my thoughts on these, if you're a beginner looking for pens to get started with, these pens aren't for you. If you're someone who has a bit more experience and are a bit of a pen addict like I am, then they're probably more of a compromise than spending £200 for some Tombows. However, I wouldn't recommend spending the full £50. I would only buy these if they were on offer. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have, maybe consider subscribing because I'll be posting similar content in the future. And thank you for watching.